this, and we're good to go. Cool. So BS basically runs Sellrite, and Sellrite basically is an all-encompassing digital service, but they really focus in on Amazon things. I might be wrong on this, but they do Amazon advertising, listing optimization, product research, product creation, 2D imaging, product image stuff as well. And came across, I don't know how we came across, but we connected through LinkedIn, saw what he had was pretty interesting, and he's been doing this for quite a while for some big sellers, and thought that it would be worth bringing to the group. So without further ado, Hish, I'll let you share and tell us a little bit of stuff that I might have left out, and share your experience, and then we'll go into 5 product listing strategies to maximize your Amazon sales. How's that sound?
Thanks for your kind introduction, Andrew.
Yeah.
Really glad you invited me on this meeting, and I've used this. I tried to give it augmented reality touch to my video. But I'm so sorry, I'm kind of blending in. It looks like I'm a part of some kind of Marvel movie or some sort of stuff. So yeah, let me just share my screen. I'll be more clear that way. So, oh no, pardon, please. Yeah, I hope everyone here is able to see my screen. So, right. So yeah, so Andrew and I discuss how we can add value to this meet. So we discussed, Andrew suggested there are a few topics sellers might be interested, especially Q4 season is around the corner. And we thought of, telling you guys about the importance and 5 tips you can use to optimize your listings and get the best out of of the incoming traffic on Amazon platform. So we'll get to that later. Before that, I think I'll tell something about myself. So my name is Piyush. I'm founder of Sellrite. Sellrite is an e-commerce service provider, and we have been working with Amazon. We have been working with brands for over 6 years, and we provide value to brands, to agencies, when they need help in listing optimization, Amazon advertising, and other kind of services. So as you are all aware, when we talk about e-commerce, Amazon comes first to our minds, and for us also, it's more than 80% of the business. So we have been working in this for quite a long time. And I was a seller myself a few years ago, and that was very successful. And I kind of personally learned a lot, about this marketplace world as it's evolving from then. And later I founded Sellrite. I kind of thought, let's help other people, succeed on the platform. So yeah, here we are, after a few years, trying to tell you guys what you all can do. So this is a proven concept, So over the years, you've seen, a lot of products, a lot of brands are coming on to this, this particular marketplace. So it becomes very important, that you have your products, in the ocean, and there are millions of other products you're competing against. Giant brands you're competing against. Small sellers will have the cost advantages over you, and everybody would have some or the other advantage. So it becomes very, very important for you to have your listings optimized, because, so sorry for that. I'm so sorry for that. Yeah. So we are trying to understand, the need for Amazon listing optimization. What it basically means is, in order for you to get sales, there are two things that are very important. Number one is visibility, and number two is conversion. So you need to have these two basic elements in your listings in order to, you to get more sales, organic, and for you to succeed on the platform. So boost in Amazon sales is obviously, if you have nice listings, you have all the things optimized, your titles, your bullet points, your product description, and all the long tail keywords and everything, then you would say, okay, yeah, I have done my part, and it's now let the A9 search algorithm pick up from here, and they will, they'll pick your products up. There are a lot of potential customers who are searching for your kind of keywords on the platform. And coupled with Amazon advertising campaigns, you can really do great on the platform. And why organic performance of your listings is important, because you are, when you're running ad campaigns, you are giving out dollars to Amazon, which is affecting your profitability, right? So you would want campaigns to do their part, and you would want your organic rankings to perform better. So this was why you want listing optimizations to be done in a great manner. And the second part is, what do you really want to optimize? It's very important. So there are basically 5 points. I've tried to include the fifth point here, but no. So let's take these one by one. So number one is product title. It's very important because you want to have your brand name with the most relevant keywords and the the key benefit that you want your audience to understand about your product, and it has to be succinct, right? The title should not exceed 250 characters. And likewise, your other properties that you can use are, product description, where you need to be really creative enough to showcase the best part of your product. And here you can, increase the character limit. It's up to 2,000 characters.
Do one quick second. Are you going through the slides? Because it doesn't show the different slides. And I don't know if it's a PowerPoint issue or not, but we had an issue last time, so you might, I don't know if you got, because I know you have different slides.
Can you not, I mean, are you not able to see my screen?
We can see your screen. Frozen.
I mean, the slide.
Yeah, no, we only see the one slide, your opening slide.
We see your main slide.
But if you want to open up the whole slide and not go through the presentation, you know what I mean, where you see the slides on the right hand side, left hand side, and click those, that sometimes works. I mean, we had the same issue with our last week.
There you go.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, now we see it.
Oh, great. Okay, so so sorry about that. Okay. Screen sharing, correct. So this was basically, I covered this part where I'm trying to tell you about the importance of the listing optimization. And I was here where I was trying to tell you about the the parts where you can bring in value. I mean, to the audiences of yours. You can optimize your product title. You can optimize your product description, and you can also optimize your bullet points, the key features. The important point here is you really don't want to tell, okay, if my product is made of stainless steel, you don't simply write, stainless steel product. You need to tell about the benefit they are getting. So you need to be creative enough when you're trying to tell about the key features or the key points, key bullet points about your product. And then you have product images. So let me just show you one of the listings where you would understand what I'm trying to tell. Yeah. So right here on your screen, you can see a listing. So this is the main listing, right?
We only see the slides. So I think it's like if you've told if you only see save the screen, then you're only going to show that one thing. So maybe you can close out of that and try, because we only see the screen of the slides, what to optimize.
Oh.
We're not seeing the web browser.
I get it. I think we're able to see.
Yeah, we see it.
Yes.
Perfect.
Great. So right here, under my cursor, you see the bullet, the title. The title is Towels Beyond 6-piece Bath Towel Set. This is the main keyword, right? And you're talking about the kind of material it is made of. It's made of 100% Turkish cotton. And then you have color variations. You have bullet points right here. You have images, where you are trying to say. And this is the product description. This is also the enhanced brand content, where we're trying to tell your key benefits of your products. It's 100% Turkish cotton lining towel, about the quality, about its property of fast drying, energy saving, it's soft, maybe a size chart for for this kind of product or for the apparels. And yeah, similarly, you have other images where you want to sometimes your products have different sizes. Do you like to tell your audience, okay, my products are slightly smaller than the all the famous brands. So you can use these properties to tell fine details about your product, and you would obviously want to reduce the returns or the refunds that are caused by misinterpretation of these sizes. And here in the bullet points, you see it's perfectly fit. So this is how we are doing it. The bullet points and everything. And we scroll down. So these two gentlemen are the owners of this brand. They said we do not need any brands. We can do it ourselves, and they have done it nice, right? Now, going back to the slide. So here are the essential tips, for our meeting today. So number one, which is very important, is the keyword research. So we've been doing this for a while now, and we understand that the basic mistake that most of us do is, we make our own assumptions, for any kind of product. Okay, we have this product in mind, phone cover, we say, okay, people would be searching for these keywords, which is just the assumption. For this, we should be using a good tool, a good keyword research tool, like Helium 10, and there are many in the market. Those would tell you for a particular keyword what's the search volume, what's the sales history. You get all the trending keywords from there, and you try to stuff it in your listings, in your bullet points, in a title, and yeah. So keyword research is the basis. It's the really basic thing that you should be doing in order to optimize the listing. And the second part is the copywriting. So your copywriting has to be SEO friendly. When you get the keywords from the tool, you try to stuff it in the content, in the copyright that you're trying to grab, that you're trying to create, and it all should make sense, grammatically, and your audience should connect with what you are trying to tell them, right? And besides this, you have to have highly optimized images. People love images. Most of the audience or the shoppers out there, they won't read much of your 2000 characters, or whatever you write. You have to write those, but images speak for themselves. So you need to have high quality images, and you try to include the key benefits or any important message into the images. That's very important. So in all, you can add 7 images to your product listing, and there you can create your product detail page in a unique manner, by using enhanced brand content. So enhanced brand content was this part where this one. So this is enhanced brand content right here. We're trying to tell your shoppers about the key benefits. How would they look? The basic benefit of your product. How would they look in this case? Because they are trying to sell a T-shirt which is comfortable, looks good, and has got a great fabric, great fitting. So you need to be creative enough to have this, because it's very important, especially when you're a private label seller and you're trying to compete against good or known brands in the market. So it gives a feeling in the mind of the shopper that you are you're a good brand. Maybe they do not know about you, but you have this piece of content in a graphical representation. They would have some kind of credibility. Okay, hey, this product, I can go with this brand. So this is kind of very important. Then you have browsing mode optimization. So what basically it basically means is your product should be well categorized. They should be categorized correctly when people are trying to search products from a different way. So let me explain you this. So there are 2 ways your products can be discovered. One is when you're putting a keyword right into the search box, right? And there is another way where when the customer is going through the browsing nails. So I'll explain you with this. Maybe sure. Okay. So I am going into the categories. I see, okay, into the baby category, I want to go into baby care, and then within baby, I have these many products. So So this categorization is very important. These are called the browsing nodes. It will be shown here because if you have correct browsing nodes, it is right here. Yes. So when you see your BSR, which is bestseller rank, this product right here is categorized into bath towel sets. So you can have multiple browsing nodes in order to increase your visibility. That's one of the hacks. And you should have this correct. It's very important. So these were the points which you can use to optimize your listings. And yeah, so last slide is more about ourselves. What we do. I've explained you, before my slides that we have been doing this for over 5 years, and we're working with numerous brands and agencies across the states. And we call ourselves e-commerce award-winning e-commerce outsourcing solution provider. And with this, I think I am done with my evaluation, and I'm happy to take your questions.
Sure. There was one question. Do you need brand registry for ECB?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. So when you're a normal seller, you do not need a brand registry. So there are many kind of sellers out there. Sellers who are doing retail arbitrage, sellers who are selling other products, other brands' products. They really do not need the brand registry. What they need is brand authorization letter from the manufacturer or from the brand owner, right? When you're a private label player, when you have your own products, you're trying to sell plastic bottles or something, and you do not want other sellers to sell your products. In that case, it's very important that you have brand registry. And when you have brand registry, then only you can do enhanced brand content.
I see. So that requires you. And what's the process of getting brand registry? I mean, is it a long process? I mean, what is all required for that?
In this, it's not a long process, Andrew. It takes a couple of days or sometimes more. There are things required for this. We get this detail and share with the sellers, and these are normal documents. When you're a brand, you have those trademark and registration of your business. So those only things are required.
Okay. And you help with the brand registry, right? Is that correct?
Yes, that's absolutely correct.
Okay. I did want to ask something on the keyword research process. So, how long should one expect to spend on really optimizing or getting, the most out of their keywords? I mean, I know it's very competitive and depending on where you're playing in the field, what's a time frame, or is there an hour, or how you go about getting to optimize your keyword research?
Very good question, Andrew. So when you use some kind of tool, so there are different tools out there in the market. You have one tool which is inbuilt in Amazon. When you're creating campaigns, you have this mode, the automatic mode, where you get keywords suggestions from Amazon. That is one. You have keyword suggestions from the search box. That is second. But again, you are when you're planning this, you are going blindfolded in I don't know which direction. So it's very important that you are using some kind of tool. And when you're using tool, there's again for common products like white T-shirt or something like that, you would, when you go into it, you would get thousands of keywords. It takes time, but again, to answer your question, for a product's keyword, you should be spending at least an hour, 1 hour to 1 hour 30 minutes. especially when you have been doing this for quite a time. For
Right.
new beginners, it should be more.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then you said something about the SEO content, like on that stuff. So what is that? Like, how do you SEO out content on a product listing for conversion rates and things like that?
Yeah, so no, it's the job of the SEO copywriter.
Mm-hmm.
So those experts have this expertise of what they're trying to tell. So most of the times, when we're working with brands, they have certain guidelines. Okay, in the content, one you it's mandatory to tell audience about the brand tonality. You know, if
Mm-hmm.
your brand is so like in towels, your language should be soft. You need to be very careful about the brand tonality. That is one. You need to
Right.
be careful about the grammar. It should make sense, and the kind of the feeling you are trying to give it to the potential prospect of yours. And
Right.
you need to stuff those keywords. When you take out those keywords from the tool, you would have hundreds of keywords with this search volume data. 30,000 people have been searching this keyword product with this keyword. So you need to inculcate those trending keywords into your listings. So what I believe is SEO copywriting or SEO content is the most challenging part here,
Mm-hmm.
where you need to take care of 2 or 3 points, which should go really, really well.
Okay. Okay, cool. Let me open it up to, you can unmute yourself and ask questions on this if you want, and otherwise we'll continue asking. So anybody got questions, please feel free to unmute yourself. And then once you're done asking your questions, please remute yourself.
Piyush, can you go into browsing node optimization a little more?
Okay. Oh, this is right here.
Yes.
So browsing node optimization is the right categorization of your product. So most of the times what happens is, you have listed your product, but you have not categorized as well. So that way, you're losing out on one opportunity where if your potential prospect is trying to search your products from, let's say, men's apparel and top wear or the bottom wear, but your product is not showing up there. So you're losing one opportunity there. And Amazon has been allowing sellers or the ones who are creating listings to have multiple browsing nodes. So let me just how you can see it is with the help of so this is browsing node of this towel, and you would see it very different when you click see here, when you look into BSR, the best sellers rank, this right here is your brand. See here, that towel sets.
Right. And so the the key to that, and I've run through a couple of different instances with clients and other sellers, is the fact that if your keywords in your category aren't really matching up, you're going to have a problem ranking on search, because the Amazon search algorithm sees that as a not matching. And so, yeah, that's pretty key, and having your category and your keywords that are alike.
Right. Right. In fact, as you put it right way, I mean, their A9 search algorithm. So they have approximately 50 criterias, and on the basis of those criteria, they're ranking your products up and down. So there are like different 50 criteria, and in those, your ratings, your reviews, your dispatch rate, your order defect rate, everything is considered. Everything. How you have been, uh, shipping your, FBA shipments, the size of FBA shipments, and how many products are you, how many, how much of your inventory is there in your, FBA fulfillment center. So when you have a competitor like who is having 10 times of your inventory at the fulfillment center, that competitor would have good advantage over you. So they are taking care of, each one of those 50 criteria.
Hi, Piyush.
Hi, Shivani. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I had one question. As a new seller, I mean, I've just started selling 2-3 months back. So as a new seller, the mistake I made is that I listed a large number of SKUs with lesser quantities. So now what's happening is that some of my products are going out of stock, and my ranking and everything is going down.
Mhm.
So is there any way that you can suggest I can bring back that ranking or indexing or something I can do to improve my sales?
Yeah, absolutely. So let me ask you this, Shivani. Were you selling via Amazon FBA, or were you shipping yourself?
By FBA.
FBA. Okay. So the thing is, I know when you list your products first time, Amazon gives you, enhanced visibility. They give you a chance. If a product is really good, if you have the correct pricing, they would want customers to see your product. If they find value in your products, they would, you'll start getting results. So I understand that you're new to the platform, and you might not know how the things are, going there. So what suggestion I try to give you is, never start with, hundreds of products. Never start with hundreds of products. Try to list, one product, the best product of yours, and try to have the, best visibility, best rankings, possible rankings for that single product. Have inventory of that one single product, and then you add another and another. One thing at a time, one product at a time. You try to do that way. So it's very
Yes.
important, because if you have 50 products, 50 different products, you would have, even, the problem comes in when you have color variation, when you have size variations. It's very difficult, to manage it. It's very difficult. So the thing is, you have
Realized that.
to.
Yes, I recently realized this, that I should have listed less number of SKUs and have kept a large number of quantities for that. But currently in my situation, what do you suggest I should do? I mean, if I delist the other SKUs, the low selling SKUs, and just continue with the high selling SKUs, would you suggest that?
I would suggest that, and also I would suggest, if you can have your, if you can afford that, you can have your inventory back from the Amazon FBA. What I suggest, if I were in your place, I would list, I would create new listings. I would have, I would love to give discounted pricing in the beginning, and I would advertise those products. So let's suppose if you have sunglasses frame, your normal pricing is, let's suppose, $20 in the beginning, just to attract new customers, just to have new ratings, new reviews. I would price my products at somewhere around $11 or $12 at par, at break-even point, and I would invest in advertising campaigns. That way, my product is beating my competitors when anyone is comparing the pricing. I am catching eyeballs. My product is catching eyeballs. My pricing is low, and I'd get initial sales. So when you have initial sales, you would get the buy button. So you would obviously get the buy button when you're selling it via FBA. But once you get the initial reviews, let's say you have 6 or 7 positive reviews, and then you can slowly increase the prices, and you are in the game. You are competing against the established players out there.
Okay, got your point. But now, as you suggested, if I reduce my price and keep getting more sales, then again, all of my SKUs are out of stock. Won't that again reduce my ranking, and then I'm again in the same problem?
So you have to keep right amount of inventory. That's why I'm trying to say that you need to push one product at a time. So that's the strategy. So you need to focus on one product. You try to push that product up in the visibility on the platform, and you do that when you're you have a good focus there. You cannot really afford, when you're putting in so much effort and you have stock out. You cannot afford that. So you need to have good inventory, and you need to plan it in a well manner.
Yeah, got it. Thank you so much, Piyush.
Yeah, I'm glad I could help. You're welcome.
Anybody else?
Hey, Yush, I think, and this is John again, one of the things that you were also alluding to was sales velocity, and the idea that, that you need to keep your sales velocity up. And, obviously it's a number of factors of having enough inventory, but also having enough sales and having enough full price sales that Amazon likes you and continues to put you into a good spot.
Yeah, absolutely. So sales velocity, initial sales velocity, I'd put it that way. Initial sales velocity is very important. So, and especially, you try to think it that way. What most of us don't really do is, we compare ourselves with the established players. That's a common mistake that we do. When we see, okay, that guy, my product is better than that guy, and that guy is selling at a higher pricing. And what I want to do is, I'm offering a better quality, so I want to price my products higher at the beginning. So this was the mistake I did myself, years ago. I later realized, this is not works. When we are sell our products in the offline medium, we invest heavily in our stores and in our physical stores. We try to attract new customers. We invest in a lot of things, physical attributes of our store in that way. So here, investment is a fraction of what we invest in our physical stores. So we try to think it as an investment when we are, introducing our new product. We're cutting down on the pricing, literally half. Like I suggested, Shivangi, if you're trying to sell a $20 product, initial pricing should be somewhere around $10, $12. So your first 30 or 50 products would go in like, you're not making any kind of profit, but you're making initial customers, you're making initial reviews, ratings. So that is altogether a very good strategy, a proven strategy, where you can, compete against established players.
Got it.
What about Images. So I know you talked about image optimization and things like that. You can go a little deeper into that whole thing, Yash?
Yeah, absolutely. So let me just,
Yeah.
yeah. So uh, about the optimized images. So this one right here is your main picture, main product picture, right? It's the main image. And you have this, you have to follow all the guidelines that Amazon has. You cannot have, other color white background. You only can display with white background. And this image right here, now you should be displaying your product closely. So this image is optimized. You see here, it's been cropped till here and till here. So trying to show your products at the full. And you're using other images as, you're trying to tell, okay, uh, the quantity it comes with, your chalk is coming with 50 pieces. This is the graphical representation. It is going well with your product. And in the second image, you are trying to say, okay, it's washable. So your images are speaking louder than your words here. So this is the point I'm trying to make. Most of the times what happens is, even yourself, when you have a limited time, when you're trying to buy your new pair of jeans and you're not sure about the brand, of course, then you go to the marketplace, you see, okay, this product, you open multiple windows. uh, the first thing that you see is the main image, right? And the second thing, uh, when you like the main image, you then go to the title, you then go to the bullet point, you then go to the product description, when when you're in a stage of finalizing the product. But first of all, you see the images. So it's very important that your images are perfect to attract the eyeballs.
Cool. And then I know you said something about like 2D and stuff like that that you were doing, right? With things, so sizing, if you had, I don't know, a picture of a candle or something like that. Is that important, in terms of images as well?
Yeah, I mean, so Amazon has been doing a lot lately. Initially, we had these images here. Then they introduced, you can also, if you want, you can also include videos, or you can have 3D images here. So we've created a few videos for our clients. Let me see if I'm able to. Okay, I can click this. Are you able to see?
Yeah.
Yeah, so video is as important as EBC. EBC is rather more important. So it's, again, you can say it's a branding activity. It's an additional feature you can use, to lure the customers.
Sure.
So this is, again, is you can use it, when in a highly competitive category, you can use it.
So
it's recommended.
are you able to add the video, or is anybody able to add videos to their products now, or do you have to have brand registered content to be able to do that?
Now you can add videos. You can add videos.
Okay.
Actually, they just came out with some new guidance on that. That for brand registry, you can load up to, I think it's at one time, up to 300 videos. And then if you are not brand registered and you have the ability, which I think is probably based off of performance and other factors, you can load up videos onto your ASINs that you own. And so that obviously is becoming a much bigger deal because video is obviously a pretty strong component along with images.
Yeah, to add your point, John, here, the latest I heard about videos is Amazon is letting brands advertise their videos on the platform. So let's suppose if you're, you have sponsored ads. In place of sponsored ads, you can play sponsored videos, brand videos. So when you're looking into a pair of jeans, and suddenly one video pops out, and a guy is telling about, okay, it's washable, it's this, that, about key features. So it's attracting a lot of traction of late. It was a latest, one of the Amazon latest.
Right. Just and I was looking for, they just posted 2 days about this. Amazon did. You can now upload videos for your listings if you have sold on Amazon for longer than a year and meet certain eligibility criteria, probably performance. The uploaded videos will be eligible to appear in the images section of product detail pages. If you're not a brand owner, but are eligible to use this new feature, you will be able to upload a video for one ASIN at a time. If you are a brand owner, you can continue to upload videos for up to 300 ASINs in your brand.
Yeah, I'm sure that the video must play a big factor over images. I'd be curious. I mean, obviously you can't get statistics or data, but I mean, if you had ASINs that had the video, or do A/B testing on something, like you run it with the video and without it, be curious to see what the traffic and the sales would be with it.
Right.
Well, I guess that's the only way you can do this is kind of remove a video and then have it there and see if it increases sales.
Just as another data point, Andrew, and Paige, I've got a friend who does pre-rolls or product review videos, and just he's like, probably since they announced this, I think 3 months ago, his business in the last month has just gone like gangbusters, because everyone has figured out that they need a video onto their ASIN listing or their detail page, and to have a good one. So actually the guy's name is Andrew also. Was doing this already, but it's incredible to see the amount of traffic and the amount of work that, just based off of Amazon opening this up, the people see this, understand the value of it. I mean, when Amazon went live, that you could do live video, people went 24/7 on their product and brand listings, just doing shows about their products. So,
right.
You open it up, and people will find lots of different ways to make it work for them.
Yeah, I think everything's turning video these days. I mean, if it's a good video and it tells the product, if you can't get it in your hand, I think it's a really good way to do it for sure, which is pretty awesome. Let's see, other questions, any other questions that we've got? Because I know we're coming up towards our time, a lot of time, but I'll keep it open if people have other, one or two other questions. No? Okay. I guess that will be it. Well, thanks everybody for coming. Piyush, thanks so much for sharing. That was very informative. Make sure that you guys check us out on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. We'll upload this video, so people who've missed it, you can tell friends, here's the stuff. Piyush has his stuff. If you want to get in touch with him, put it in the show notes or on not show notes, but we'll put it into I'll put it on the YouTube video on where to find that on our channel on that. And then we've got Richard coming on next week to talk about setting optimal price setting, which should be pretty interesting. He's got a CEO of this company, and let's see, and then we've got some other ones coming. John's got a bunch of 3PL pricing, things like that. John, you want to share with what we got coming up?
Yeah, so between Andrew and I, we've been talking about different topics. One has been to bring on someone from, or to bring on a 3PL warehouse pick and pack speaker. I have one from, happens to be from the middle of the country. And then we were also going to do for product evaluation. And then after that, we've been talking about other topics, from how to do good bundles to, again, going on different tangents, because that's what Amazon presents you with, is a lot of different options and a lot of different topics you can talk about.
So we've got a bunch of those coming up. Like I said, we do appreciate feedback, so we know that we're on the right path. And so anything that you could leave notes or email or sign up for our email list and message back, be awesome. From there, I guess that's about it. I thank everybody for coming, and we'll see you next week. Next week won't be a lunch and learn. It will be more 5 to 6 evening thing. Again, we're just trying to figure out what the best time frame is for this. So if you like these lunch and learn type things, 12 to 1 type of things in the West Coast, if that works, or I know people are all over the world, so don't know if this time works best. It seems like this time works better than the 5 or 6, because it's really early morning for most people there. But just drop us a note, and then we can kind of go from there. So, but thanks everybody for showing up, and we'll talk to you next week.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks, Andrew.
Thanks.
You guys. Take care.
Thanks.